Hello, Leo. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this week's reading. For this week, I am reading through crystals here. I have a bag full of beautiful crystals that I will divine from. And then also I'll be pulling out some cards towards the end. This is the Gilded Tarot deck that I have here. Okay. Leo, let's begin. Okay, Leo. Whoopsie. That fell out. Okay. Ooh. You've been listening very strongly to your gut. You've been keeping something very close to you. Success is at hand. It's going to come out very, very clearly for you as well. You've been doing certain things, many things out of necessity because you just, need to do this. Like whether it is, putting in extra hours in your job, whatever it may be for something temporary, in order for you to get to a certain place where then you can leave that behind and start something differently, something new. There is something very fresh coming in, but I get this energy of excitement, energy of, because you see how things are starting to fall into place very beautifully. Look at that. There is things here that, like, there's an energy with you, Leo, that you have harnessed. You've protected this energy, and you get to a point where you you rise up and you let it out. And what I mean by that, it's like you've been keeping certain things on a down low, like they, for example, like let's say you've been working extra hours, or you've been staying in a particular place temporary, or whatever it may be, and they just think, okay, it's just kind of normal for you, or you just need the extra money to pay your bills. But it's so much bigger than that, and you're not giving anything away, if that makes sense, until you get to that point and you say, okay, now I'm leaving, and this is why I'm leaving. Maybe this is very specific for the few of you, but that is what I'm getting also. I'm getting something very specific about your hairstyle, changing your hairstyle. I don't know, like, again, that's very specific. Changing something about your looks. And I'm getting the most specific message now, Leo. Grass-fed food. Maybe this is a new diet that you're going into, and it's like grass-fed meat, cows, something like that. I know, I'm sorry if I sound strange, but this happens. So yeah, it could be, changing your look, changing your diet, things like that. Okay. There has been a situation where you've had to look into it very, very carefully, something very detailed, very carefully, very closely. And it's like you can see the potential in many things. You're very good at optimizing many things, optimizing something that looks very small and able to make it into something very successful. What I get here, Leo, you're just on this streak where whatever you touch turns to gold, kind of thing. That's the kind of energy that is coming down for you. And you're making very smart decisions. And I think that's why you're keeping things on the down low. You're making some very, very smart decisions that can seem peculiar to others on the outside. But there is this, you have a part in your character where you're like, you don't really care about what others think, because it's not their concern. You're doing this for you and for those around you that you care about. you know what you are doing, and that's the most important thing. Even if it's peculiar, or if it just seems a bit strange or whatnot, you're not doing this for others. You're making sure that things are being straightened out here. There are certain things that are clicking into place. There is something you are finalizing, a project that you're finalizing. Um, and there could be a brand new contract, or some sort, something that is brand new coming into view here, where both sides agree and happy with it, if you need to sign something off. But there is many things that something important that you are finalizing. And don't allow yourself to get distracted, because I do see certain distractions coming into play here, where to kind of like throw you off your path. But there's some very sharp focus that you do have, Leo. That could, I am in terms of distraction, possibly somebody that you've been working very close with is distracted. So if they're not getting the work done on time as was agreed upon, make sure that they do like hassle them, whatever it may be, kind of, because there is this energy of distraction that could throw things off. But I see that you have your feet so firmly on the ground here, and things are very, very clear for you as well. Um, there are some words of truth being spoken, which will make you very happy. No matter what it is, you just kind of would rather have a truth spoken, even if it's certain things that others may not like to hear. But for you, you're like, bring it, kind of thing. Oh, we have the Page of Swords. Okay, Page of Swords, the Death, and the Six of Wands. Ooh, ah. Leo, Page of Swords, Death, and the Six of Wands. Oh, love this. Love this. So, whatever it is that you've been working your way up here with the Page of Swords, you've definitely been working your way up. You've been learning a lot. Lots of different resources coming through that you've taken, that you've learned, and what I get that when it comes to a point, Leo, where you become like a master of whatever craft it is that you have, this is when a big, huge transformation happens, where you are like, okay, I am now done with this place, with this area. Because I do get, for some of you, it could be an expertise in some field that brings you such high rewards and success here with the Six of Wands. So you are now kind of finishing this up. It's all done. And you're coming out of it as this new vivacious person, if that makes sense. Like, you're no longer kind of, as I was saying, people maybe just think that you have your head buried in your books or whatever it is, whatever in your work, and that's just Leo. But little do they know who you really are, which is here, the Six of Wands. That is this transformation happening. You're growing. You have been on this growing journey, on this big growth that in many ways you actually planned a long time ago, that's how things were going to go, if that makes sense. There's certain things, certain seeds that you planted that grew to be like the path that you have been on. Oh, look at it. Look at this, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I felt like this success, this excitement that's coming through. This is very, very beautiful. What I'm getting, your practicality is paying off. Something that you've been very practical about definitely works in your favor in a very, very big way. And the Eight of Wands and Ace of Cups, you're definitely reaching many parts of your destiny where you have been focused on. You have been working towards it coming to fruition, things that have been unfolding. There is here, the death card is a very, very powerful card where you see the power that you have within yourself. You've taken all that you have learnt. You come to a big realization here with the death card. And the Six of Wands, you're making the absolute most of it, where you do get seen in a very big way. And your energy levels just go up here with the Eight of Wands. The communication that you've been waiting to hear comes through. And as I was saying, something out of necessity that you've been doing, I'm getting like even if it's something that was annoying that you had to do, that was advised to you, but you still did it. Like certain things that you did to get to where you are pays off in a very big way. The Ace of Cups. Also, there is freedom in your emotions. You know, with you emotionally, mentally as well. There's something here that whatever it is that you gave up comes, your dream comes in like tenfold. You know, you've sacrificed quite a bit, is what I get here, but it's what comes into place is something a lot bigger, something that will makes you very, very, very happy here as well. You know, and like I said, there's been lots of careful planning. You've been very careful with everything that you've been doing, but now it's time to celebrate this, to, you know, feel this fulfillment as you gain the wish fulfillment. If you know, and you're definitely kind of what I see here, you're counting your blessings. You are counting your blessings. Now we have here the Four of Cups. There's a lot of time for reflection here that I see you're doing. Perhaps something that you have given up. You're looking into the past, but try not to, you know, because look, we have the Ace of Cups here. This is something that needs to continue being focused on, and this is the major cup that the universe has handed to you. And it's like, don't lose sight of what is important. Don't lose sight of it. No need to pay attention to these other things that not may have not worked out the way you liked, but what has come into place is what matters, is what's going to bring major dreams come true for you, that you have. I do see your foot in the door for this. It's already coming through. It already has come through. Things are unfolding, but possibly in unexpected ways, you know, certain news that comes through. But all of it, you know, this ending was a huge blessing in disguise, because you're able to bring in exactly what it is that you've been wanting. And you're also allowed to give yourself a break, Leo. You're also allowed to give yourself a break. You have a reason to give yourself a break. But don't lose sight of what it is that's important, because there's more of that coming through. I love this for you, Leo. Thank you so very much for being here. Really hope that this was helpful. Please do take care of yourselves. And thank you, Leo, from the bottom of my heart for all your support. Your donations, your generosity means so much to me. It's so helpful. I love you all. Until next time.